What's going on, everybody? Um, so in my last video I mentioned about doing a height of cut reset on your Bermuda grass. So you can see that it doesn't look great right now. There's a lot of excess clippings from the last time I cut. You can see a little bit of brown. So normally that's gonna kind of tell you that either it rained and you missed a day cutting, or just whatever. Grass got too long and it's turning brown now that you're cutting it. So the way Bermuda grows, if you don't know, is it's only green on the top. Up underneath it is all brown. So if you wait too long, the green grows up, and then when you cut, it cuts it off, and all you're left is the brown. And green don't come, the brown does not turn green. So in order to fix that, you have to cut it down a notch from where you're normally cutting and bring it back up. Same kind of thing you do to scalp it in the springtime. This is just a reset so that you can get your grass all the way back green. So we'll do that today. Probably gonna make a big mess. Not as much of a mess as a full scalp would do, but I'm gonna probably go over it twice because I don't have any way to catch my clippings, so I'm just gonna try to blow them all to my other lot over there. So we'll see how that goes. All right, we're all done. What we're looking like right now. I ended up going over it 3 times. So one time doing horizontal lines, another time going up and down and blowing all of my clippings that way, and then another time blowing all of my clippings that way. So you can see there's still some green in there, but there's a lot of brown. I cut most of the green off. And now when I said the brown does not turn green, it does, but let me see if I can find one down in here. You're resetting where the green comes out of the brown. So if you let it get too long, you've got a piece like this that is all brown and just a little green on the top of it. That one doesn't have any green on it. But every time you cut, if you're cutting down to the same spot every time, you're cutting all the green off and that brown's still sitting right there. So by resetting it, you're moving your brown portion down so you have more green growing out of the stalk. So it just helps to kind of reset that. Sometimes once, sometimes twice, sometimes not at all. But you for sure need to do it in the springtime. But that's where we're at right now. Give it about a week, and we'll be looking good. And we'll do the back some other day. It'll probably be in the same video, but it'll be a different day because I don't have my parts for it. So the back's just going to continue to grow until that comes in, and I can cut it with the McLean. I may go over it with the Hustler to kind of keep it at bay, but yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. All right, guys, we got the new handle. It's red. Here's the old one. Old one was yellow, but here's what happened. So Yeah, she's had enough. And same thing with the bolt. Now here's the new bolt. Kind of special looking. Got a spot where it goes through the hole right there. Here's the old one. And it just wore all the way through. So we'll throw the new one on there, and maybe a different color, but at least it'll work. So we'll figure out how this thing goes on there. This goes through there, and luckily saved the cotter pin. We'll throw that cotter pin through there. I'll spread it out once I get the bolt through there. And if I'm not mistaken, this is going to be a 17 millimeter or 11/16. And that's backwards. That's cool. There we go. That's more like it. Throw that washer on there. Nut started. Why did I say 17? This is definitely not a 17. That one is. That one stinks. Yeah, that'll work. Let's see. 3/4? Yeah. So grab a 3/4 wrench. I don't want to use the impact on that. Just hold it right there. Wrong way. Maybe I should use the impact on that. Good grief. Good as new. There we go. That ought to hold her. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna reset the backyard with the reel mower. And it already looks like crap because I went over it yesterday with the zero turn, and it wasn't real long, but I went over it to keep it under control so that whenever this stuff did come in and I could get back to real mowing, it wouldn't be out of control. But Zorja looks fine. Zorja didn't scalp. Zorja seems like it'll take whatever I throw at it. So we'll get a mow in over here. So in order to reset it, what you're gonna have to do is take it down a notch, cut it, make it look bad, and then the next time you cut, bring it back up to that notch that you were just cutting at. Simple enough, right? Do it. All right, here's what we're looking like. Still pretty much looks the same. I just cut it on my normal setting because I hadn't cut it in, geez, probably maybe about a week. But once again, the Zorja just don't care. It'll take whatever I throw at it. So now we're going to come over here and just lower it down a notch. Not much. Just enough. We were cutting on, according to McLean's manual, we were cutting it at 1 1/16. And now we're gonna drop it down to, what is that? 5/8, I think. So we'll cut it at 5/8. All right, so we're done. It's too dark to see what it looks like now, but yeah, we cut it down to 5/8, and we'll come back in a few days and cut it again back up a notch at 1 1/16, and hopefully we'll be all the way back green, and you know maybe that'll last us the rest of the cutting season. Down here it doesn't the Bermuda doesn't go dormant until, I don't know, maybe mid-October. So we got a decent amount of cutting season left, and but don't worry about, if you do this, don't worry about killing the Bermuda. You're not going to kill it unless you spray it with Roundup, and even then it'll still come back. And all you need is water and sunlight, and it'll pretty much grow wherever you want it to. We'll check back in a few days and just see what we're looking like, and so y'all like, subscribe, let me know what all y'all want to see. If you have any suggestions of anything to do, because I'm just out in the yard cutting my grass and letting y'all see what I do. And till next time.